Let's talk. I see you posting every week. You're trying to stay consistent, but your views are low and your energy is even lower. I can relate to you. It's happening to me. We've all suffered from creator burnout. And your energy is not the only thing that's low. Your budget is low. You're spending all your money on this app and that app that's going to help you to grow on YouTube. If you are feeling burnt out, you're feeling broke, and you're feeling invisible, you're not crazy, and you are definitely not by yourself. I can totally relate. It still happens to me. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 reasons why most content creators quit, especially in their first year, even when they're doing everything that they know how to do right. And I'm also going to be sharing with you how we can shift our content creation system in a way that will bring us peace, that can bring us growth, and that can bring us income. And if you're working a full-time job like I am, and you're creating on the side, or you're preparing for retirement like I am, and you actually want to see some progress, then I want you to stay tuned to the video. And before I jump into the 3 tips that are going to help you get through the burnout process, I want to share with you a message from today's sponsor, Thumb. The hardest part of making a good video and getting eyes on your content is figuring out your thumbnail. And thumbnails are the most important thing in your content creator workflow, because if you want to grow and succeed on YouTube, you need a high CTR. If you have a low click-through rate, your video will get buried. If you have a high click-through rate, your video might go viral. CTR, that's the metric that you need to master in order to be successful on YouTube. And I'm going to share with you how you can increase your CTR with this viral AI tool called Thumb. Thumb helps me to take the guesswork out of my work when it comes to making viral potential thumbnails that's going to increase my CTR. Because if my CTR is not high and my thumbnail is not given, you may not see my video. CTR is the premium metric that we need to master as small and growing content creators. And I'm going to share with you the tool that I use in order to help me to raise my click-through rate. Thumb is a smart AI tool that uses thumbnails that's already working. It gives you the metric to the madness. What do I mean by that? It gives you the view count to subscriber count on videos that are already working. So that way you can use these same thumbnails as inspiration. You're not copying. What I like to do is grab a thumbnail that's already working on a topic that I'm interested in doing. I'm able to use the background and some of the elements, and I'm able to move around the text and change the graphics. If you want to use the smart AI tool that I use to do my thumbnails, and hopefully will raise your CTR, I'm going to be leaving you a 10% discount code for you to check out down in the description. Now let's get back to the video. All right, we're back, but I have an announcement real quick. As you guys can see, and you already know because I see you guys watching the videos that are similar to mine, the YouTube content creation growth space is oversaturated. There are a lot of content creators like me. We're all saying the same thing, just in a little different way. Heck, some people are saying the things in the exact same way, but we're not going to talk about that on this video. What I have to announce to you is that I'm switching things up right now because I want to get out of the burnt out life. And no, I'm not completely switching niches. You don't have to worry about that. But I am making some changes, and I want to share them with you. And if you've been rocking with me for a while, I hope you will still rock with me to the end, because I'm still going to be bringing you lots of value, just with some more flavor. So let's talk about it. I'm niching down even further. I want to talk to the creators that are just like me, working a full-time job, doing content creation as a part-time hustle, or you're doing it in retirement. If you're between the ages of 30 and 50 or 60, or you're Gen Xer, my videos are going to be targeted to you. If you don't know anything about tech, especially AI, as a matter of fact, my other channel, The Realist Reva, I'm going to be doubling down on AI content. And no, this is not going to change it to a faceless channel where everything is AI, but I'm going to be teaching more AI so that you can be ready for the future, because we all know the future is AI, and we as small content creators and digital marketers want to be ready for the AI shift. It's already here. We can't try to get ready later. We need to start getting ready right now. So in the future, I'm going to be sharing with you even more AI content with intentionality so that you can grow your content, your business, your brain, your side hustle with more efficiencies and more clarity, and sometimes with more privacy, even when using AI. So here are my 3 new content pillars. Pillar number 1 is strategic YouTube growth for busy content creators, those with 9-to-5 jobs. Pillar number 2 is AI tools that save you time and create efficiencies in your workflow without selling your brand out. And pillar number 3 is sustainable income for small content creators, because everyone needs a little bit more cash, especially in this economy. So if these 3 pillars sound interesting to you and you want to continue with me on my journey, then I want you to consider subscribing. I want you to like the videos, and I want you to start committing yourself to watching the videos that I put out, because it encourages me to make more content like this. Now let's get into today's video. Today I'm going to be talking to you about 3 things. We're going to be talking about the hidden cause of the hustle culture. We're going to be talking about the YouTube metrics that mess with your mind and the ones that actually matter. And we're also going to be talking about how you can build a system instead of you just building a schedule. I know what it feels like to be part of that hustle culture and feeling like you need to do more in order to be validated, in order to be seen and get views. But truth be told, you're doing all the right things. You're posting consistently. You actually have a schedule. You've been uploading. You've been scripting. You've been editing. You've been doing all of the right things. I've seen you showing up on the lives. I've seen you showing up on shorts, on long form videos. I've seen your content. I also know that you're still stuck. And even myself, I get stuck sometimes. If you've seen my latest videos, I have a trend of videos that are under 500 views. But guess what? I'm not letting it hold me back or slow me down. I'm still creating with intention. And it could be the algorithm and it could be not. It could be that summer lull that nobody tells you about that I actually researched when the views were getting low. July, August, September, even June. The summer months are the slowest months on YouTube, because guess what? Everybody's outside. People are not necessarily consuming content. They're at the pool, they're at the park, they're out taking walks. They are outside and not necessarily on their devices consuming content. But does that mean that we have to slow down or stop or have a huge lull in the summer months? No, that's not what we should be doing. Actually, on this video right here, I've already discussed it. I'm doing a major shift in my niche, and I'm doubling down on my vision, and I'm making a slight pivot, because part of good business is understanding when you need to pivot and when you need to stay the course. And because I know AI is the future of content and everything, that's the direction I'm taking this channel and my other channel, The Realist Reva. And that's the direction that I want to share with you so that you can be prepared. So in the summer months, instead of you quitting YouTube from burnout, how about you double down and buckle down and perfect your craft when nobody's watching? Burnout doesn't just come from overworking yourself. It comes from being misaligned in who you really are. When I first came on YouTube, I had no idea of what my channel would actually be about, not until about 6 to 7 months into my journey. And even now, a whole year in, I still am perfecting my channel and perfecting my vision for my brand, which is why I always say you need a content system and you need a vision for your channel. All right, let's talk about the hidden cause of the hustle culture. Yep, let's get into it. So here's a pro tip. Create that long form video once and then repurpose over all of the socials, whether it be your shorts on YouTube, whether it be even shorter on TikTok or Instagram, or when you're crafting your long form video script, maybe you craft that same script into your LinkedIn long form post. That right there is going to be able to save yourself some burnout, because you're using a content system that actually saves you headache. And if you're not sure of how to do this, how to actually make a content system, then I do have a tool for you. I call it the Revealer AI tool that I use to repurpose all of my content so that I can show up on all the socials and all the email campaigns that I need to show up. If you want that, I'll leave a link below. And the cost for my AI Revealer tool is less than the price of a meal at Chick-fil-A. If you eat Chick-fil-A. Right. In this next segment, I'm going to talk to you about something that we all can relate to, and that's the YouTube metrics. These metrics can mess with our mind, they can mess with our intention, and they can mess with our output if we let it. How you feel when you open the analytics in the Creative Studio and you immediately look at the numbers and you feel like trash. You feel demotivated and you feel defeated. Or maybe I'm the only one that feels like that. If you feel like that, sometimes be honest. Leave me a comment below. Let's talk about it. The other week, I had a few videos that come out and I had great arrows everywhere. My view count was low and I was feeling underwhelmed. But it was soon that I realized, especially with some research, that I wasn't the only one that this was happening to, especially channels of my size. There are plenty of models that I can look at, channels like Jeff Lubin and other channels. This same phenomenon will happen to. We'll get to 20,000 subscribers or 30,000 subscribers, and all of a sudden our videos can't get over 500 views. And I don't know what that's all about because I'm not a YouTube guru and I'm not an expert on the analytics. But guess what? I don't care about the analytics and I don't care about the algorithm. What I really care about is if I'm bringing value to my viewer every time that I show show up in a video. Because if my videos aren't delivering and I'm failing to bring value, then why am I on the platform anyway? I'm not here for views and vanity metrics. I'm here to make a long-lasting positive impact on you, your brand, and your content creation journey. The views that I get or I don't get on my videos, they do not determine my worth. I have to remember to repeat that to myself so that I don't get discouraged. And I want you to do the same. Stop tying your self-worth to those red arrows, those gray arrows, or even the green arrows, especially when they show up. It is a mind trick. The next thing I want to talk about is building a system instead of just building a schedule. We've all been guilty of it. Posting because we have a schedule. Posting because we said we were going to show up, especially me, because I'm a perfectionist. But the truth is, I don't need to be everywhere every day or every 3 days. Sometimes it's okay for me to take a break, especially if I don't have content that's ready or if I don't have value to bring my viewers. All I need to know is what content is delivering and then build upon that in order to build sustainable growth. And here's what sustainable growth means for me and my channel. I make 3 long form videos per week. I don't sprinkle in a lot of shorts like I used to, not in the summer, because I already know that people are not on their devices as much. I don't do a lot of shorts in the summertime because people already are not on the platform. So here's what my content schedule looks for me. I build 3 videos per week, long form videos between 8 to 10 to 15 minutes. And I use a tool like Nexus Clips in order to repurpose my content and make shorts when I want to make shorts. If I had a shorts channel, I take 1 day to 2 days per week and I batch record at least 3 to 5 videos during that time. That way I'm always ahead of my schedule and never rushing to try to push out content. And then I leave myself 1 to 2, sometimes 3 days for me, mental health, peace, and room for margin, just in case I need a backup day for content batching. The key for me is all about alignment. AI tools like ChatGPT, like Nexus Clips, like Thumb, like Gemini are all tools that I can use with intention and with my voice. And that aligns with my purpose. And listen, as we try to survive the summer months, the lull of YouTube, because people aren't on the platform like they were in the springtime or even in the wintertime, this month has been hard for me, just like it may have been hard for you. The views have been low and so has my motivation at times, but I've stayed determined. And I've talked about the difference between motivation and determination on some of my other videos where I talk about your mindset. If you want more talk about mindset, I want you to check out my other channel, The Real List Riva, where I'm going to be talking about all things AI, personal development, and mindset. And over there is where you're going to meet Riva 2.0, the digital version of me, my AI twin, which is going to help you to learn more things about AI and also some things about yourself from a personal development standpoint. So listen, if these summer months have been hard for you and your channel, you're not alone. I want you to stay determined. We know that motivation wanes, but determination is the thing that's going to carry you through the finish line. Oh, and before we go, one last thing. If you're interested in learning more about AI and you want to grow on your personal development journey and your mindset journey, all on one channel, I want you to check out the new direction that I'm going with my other channel, The Real List Riva. EST stands for Empowerment, Scaling with Technology. I'm shifting from being in front of the camera to more behind the camera because this is my new faceless channel. It's AI generated. It's my digital twin. Do you like it? Are you intrigued? Well, I hope you're going to check it out because even though it's AI, it's especially going to be chock full of value and information that's going to help you grow. And before I go, I got one more question for you. What's the one thing that's burning you out right now? Leave me a comment below. Maybe we can chat about it. And while you're down there commenting, I want you to look for some other people to keep the conversation growing because iron sharpens iron. Let's get out of burnout. Let's keep creating and let's grow together. I'll see you the next time on the next video. Bye-bye.